Hi everyone, my name is Mrs. Babbitt and I'm the principal at La Mesa Dale. I am here filming and I chose this spot because there is a bird nest in here and there's a bird nest in here, and I'm hoping while I read to you, you might get to see and hear the birds. You just saw the mama bird go into the nest to feed the babies, and you can hear the babies are very excited about this. Also, I wanted to show you, I have all the nests, if they haven't hatched yet, have eggs in them, and I found nests all over my yard. This is a chicken egg. This is not from my yard, but this is an ostrich egg. And these always remind me of that nursery rhyme, Humpty Dumpty. You know the one. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. And it's that nursery rhyme that inspired one of my favorite books called After the Fall, written and illustrated by Santat, who is a Caldecott Award winner. He won the Caldecott Award for the book Beagle, which is another one of my favorites, but today I want to share with you After the Fall. My name is Humpty Dumpty. This was my favorite spot, high up on a wall. I know it's an odd place for an egg to be, but I loved being close to the birds. Then one day I fell. I'm sort of famous for that part. Folks called it the Great Fall, which sounds a little grand. It was just an accident, but it changed my life. Fortunately, all the king's men managed to put me together again. You can see he's at Kings County Hospital. There were some parts, most of me. There were some parts that couldn't be healed with bandages and glue. And you can see he's all taped together, but who is he still thinking about and missing? You can tell in the picture. After that day, I became afraid of heights. I was so scared that it kept me from enjoying some of my favorite things. And I think the words are backwards in the video, but I'll share with you. He couldn't climb up the ladder to get his favorite cereals, which were things like Rainbow Bites and Bowl of Cookies. Instead, he had to choose from things like Fiber Flakes, grown-up food, or what he has in his hand, Borings. I walked past the wall every day and would think about climbing that ladder again. I really missed the birds and being high above the city, but I could never do it because I knew that accidents happen. I eventually settled for watching the birds from the ground. It wasn't the same, but it was better than nothing. Then, one day, an idea flew by. Making planes was harder than I thought, but let's see, it was easy to get cuts and scratches, but day after day I kept trying and trying. Until I got it just right. My plane was perfect, and it flew like nothing could stop it. I hadn't felt that happy in a long time. It wasn't the same as being up in the sky with the birds, but it was close enough. Unfortunately, accidents happen. They always do. I almost walked away again, but then I thought about all the time I'd spent working on my plane and all the other things I'd missed, and I decided I was going to climb that wall. But the higher I got, the more nervous I felt. I didn't want to admit it, but I was terrified. I didn't look up. I didn't look down. I just kept climbing, one step at a time. Until I was no longer afraid. Maybe now you won't think of me as that egg who was famous for falling. Hopefully, you'll remember me as the egg who got back up. And learned how to fly. This is one of my favorite books, and even on the back of the cover it says, "Life begins when you get back up." So this is, again, After the Fall by Dan Santat, How Humpty Dumpty Got Back Up Again. Thank you so much for reading with me today. Stay well.